What's good, brethren? You know, man, I was thinking about something, man. Couple things, bro. I was thinking about how that, I was thinking about the whole ideology of the soft girl era and women talking about, I'm not with this strong, independent stuff. I'm done with that. I'm willing to, I want to stay home. I want to take care of a kid. So now they trying to flip and do this thing called soft girl era. uh, you know, I was thinking about whenever you have who was this white dude I was listening to? He was like, the problem with white society, or America, the West, same thing, white society, the West, America, is that the white men, his words, he said, white male simps created a society that improves women's lives and puts women in the power seat so much that now they sit at the throne, the seat that men have created, and talk about how strong and independent that they are and how they don't need men, while sitting in a seat that simp men built for them. And I was thinking about a few things, man. I've seen a few videos, chicks talking about, yeah, you know, I want to be, divine? I want to be in my divine feminine. The hell is divine feminine? See, man, man, you know, there's so many things to go in on this video to go into. And I like to get to the bottom line of stuff. And the bottom line, what I look at here, is that in America, aka the West, aka the white man society, yes, there are modern women in his setup. He's all about, you look at the Greeks, the Romans, giving women liberty and freedom. And that's not, that whole way of thinking is anti-God, is anti the Bible. And when in the 90s, women talking about they want a traditional, you know, they're going in on men because you got dudes going overseas, passport bros, and just regular brothers that, just go overseas who got a passport. So, and they talk against many of these women who are in other countries about, oh, they want to go get traditional women that cook and that clean and that keep the house and build a family and more family oriented. And these women are talking about these women as though this is something bad. As though having a double and triple digit body counts is good and building a family and focusing on that is bad. This woman got more bodies than her grandmother got years. Grandma, 90 years old, she got 90 bodies. You know what I mean? And then so now, after they done with the 304 era, then they want to go to the soft girl era. You know what I mean? And flip and all of a sudden become wifey material. After she got 100, 200 bodies. The dudes who arrived too quickly, they don't count. Or so she just did a hand, something with, that don't count. Or, you know what I mean? Or the dude she really didn't like the next day, those dudes don't count, right? So you can add another 30% on top of whatever she tell you, man. You know what I mean? Or the dudes that only put the tip, yeah. So, man, I'll just look at this stuff, man. And I like to get to the bottom line of things, man. And these bros be talking about, they want a man to be more, you know, I want to talk really about traditional roles. And in order to talk about traditional roles, whose tradition are we talking about? European, American, white society tradition, which is have one woman, take care and provide for her, burn yourself out, die for this woman, be a utility to this woman, and the kids die, and then she'll take your resource. Nah. I'm the valuable one. Me, you as the man, we're the valuable one. See, it depends on what tradition you coming from. Whose tradition you talking about? If you're talking about American tradition, well, look, man, America only been around a few hundred years, technically. We got to go to the original landmark, the original landmark, which is the scriptures. And the original mean the beginning of things. And the two of original people, Adam and Eve. Adam was created as the tree. The woman was created, Eve was created as a branch that came out of the side of the tree, so to speak. The man was not created for the woman, but the woman for the man. You see, these problems that we having in a society will be the same problems that will happen in, super duper ultra feminine Philippines. Okay, okay. Real humble and feminine, women from Thailand, women from different countries. Not the only reason. But let's do a little short historical check. Let me turn this thing off, man, so I don't get interrupted. Yeah. Historically, in the black community, even after slavery, you had strong black families. And divorce and all this stuff, and fatherlessness wasn't even applicable here in our community. It is when the white man introduced, and I ain't being racist, it's historical fact. When he introduced, because you had the black power rights movement, we want to get rights, we want to be treated like human beings instead of animals. Then in order for them to deflate that, they was like, these Negroes are really starting to, rise up and all of this. Let's introduce feminism. Let's introduce, like that movie, Claudine. See, when the state gives power, options, money, and liberties to women, that means that the women are not going to be feminine like that because they have choice. A lot of times women is like, say, in the Philippines, in Thailand, these different countries, let the American type of liberalism and feminism and rights and privileges and the state taking care of these women and elevate their life above and their freedom above where they don't need no man, then they're going to be just like or very similar to the women in America. I don't think nobody can get to the level, down to the level of the BAW. She's the most feminist of the feminists. Like, she just completely absorbed feminism. But you still got chicks from, Hispanic chicks. You got women who, I've been watching videos when this dude was interviewing these chicks in Miami. It's like these women just repeating the rhetoric, repeating the talking points. Oh, I'm strong and independent. Oh, he got to make six figures. Oh, the same rhetoric. They all speak from the same idiot female playbook, right? And so the reason the women overseas is still got femininity, etc. And women it just depends on the culture, bro. It's about when you allow women to have liberty and freedom to this degree, they're going to destroy families. Because a lot of times, as you even seen with Eve, her nature was to be defiant, to be whorish, and to look for the better deal. You see, one main point I want to focus on is that in a patriarchy, male's nature is rewarded. A real patriarchy. And this is crazy. They always talk about the patriarchy is holding women back. The patriarchy is holding women back. I'm like, man, you see how these men out here decimated, bro? These are the most freest, liberated females in the history of the world talking about the patriarchy is holding us back. You got hoes walking around with rainbow-colored hair. Half her head shaved off. And walking around butt naked, literally and figuratively, with yoga pants, all these other tight prostitute clothes. And they talking about, the patriarchy is holding us back. Like if you was actually in the patriarchy, you understand me? If you was actually in a real patriarchy society, you know what I mean? Oh, check it out. That chick that went to the black chick, big mouth, sassy chick that went to Dubai, talking all that madness. What happened to her? In a patriarchal society. And you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything that, this country and that country do because I don't really know all of it. But what I will say is, look, when it comes to keeping the women in check, that's a great part of patriarchy. Yeah, it could go extreme this way and that way, but they still got their families intact. In a patriarchy, children thrive, the woman thrives, the man thrives, the culture thrives, the community thrives. It's going to thrive. So a man nature is to have multiple women and for those women to only be his and he be responsible for those women and children that are his. In a real, like I said, we get to the original, right? Real patriarchy, real traditional is to go to the original, not just some crap that's been made up in America as they go along and it's been flipped here, flipped there, and changed here and changed there. No, we're going to the original tradition. The original rules, laws, and regulations. And when you go original, when you get to the root of the problem, the crux of the problem, the crux of the matter, traditionally men pay for this. Traditionally, men pay for that. Traditionally, blah, blah, blah. Everybody has a category. Everybody has a laundry list of what men are supposed to do. Men should be doing this on the first date. Men should do that. Men should be doing this and this and that. But there ain't no list of what a woman's supposed to see. So when we look at let's keep this straight up, understand, easy to understand. In a patriarchal construct, see, man's nature is to have multiple women if he so chooses. Those women to be his property, of course, originally, traditionally. Those women are literally his property. And just like even his children is his property. You know what I mean? And he giving his property, his daughter, over to another man, a.k.a. her husband. Same thing that we do in marriages now. The father walks the daughter down the aisle and hands them over to the husband, which is a sign of transfer of ownership. So if you really want, how traditional you really want to go, or you just want to buffet line, pick and choose which specific traditions you really actually want. Traditionally, women have always worked somewhere, either in the man's business or, you know what I mean, if he got 10, 20 acres, she working on there, building the house, and all that's going to be up under his authority, as well as they are up under his authority. You know what I mean? How traditional you want to go with this? Y'all see what I'm saying? So, I'm all for biblical traditional. Men have multiple wives. The woman is literally the property of the man. Now he has some property that he's protecting. It says when the man obtains a wife, he gets a possession, a helper, like unto himself. That's what a woman is, a possession and a helper, originally from the original creation of things. Not no newly created, let's pick and choose this, I want a man to be strong, like say, for example, she want a dude to be a man when it comes to paying the bills, or be a man when it comes to paying for a date, or be a man when it comes to somebody like that one black chick that got hit upside the head with a brick. It'd be a man when it comes to, come and defend me, black man, right? Be a man then. But so far as being a man, so far as leading and guiding me and instructing me and telling this chick what to do so she don't get herself in trouble. No. She don't want none of that. She just want to pick and choose masculinity. And then when you becoming a so-called, controlling, and guiding her, she called it controlling, but, you call it guiding and directing so she don't destroy herself. That's called toxic masculinity. Oh, but when you want somebody to come defend you against another dude from some drama and some trauma that you started, now you want this dude, Pookie, to come take care of Ray Ray. But that's okay. That's good masculinity then. Yeah, I mean, so what I'm saying, like, it's too much liberty and freedom for a woman to choose how to maneuver when she want to maneuver. And everybody, and so like I said, what I mean by it is that in a matriarchy, that's when the woman had too much liberty. She just destroyed. Look at the Black American community, right? Look at our community. Look at America as a whole, man. Divorce rates. So in a patriarchal construct, this is something I heard about the Philippines, man. They don't even got it where women that you can even get divorced besides like some extenuating circumstances. So the women are more feminine in all of this because they situationally forced to, socially forced to, and they shamed, you know what I mean, in instances. So this is a good environment. You know what I mean? Foreign is a good environment for men if they want to, raise a family. I wouldn't technically get married to them. You understand me? You're legally here or American. So in a patriarchy, everybody thrives because the man feel like, all right, these are my people. This is my property. This is my land. These are my children. My woman, this is actually my woman, not a community gas station toilet that everybody had to turn in. You know what I mean? He feel like, okay, I can build. And what I build will be sustained by the legal system and the culture because this is a patriarchy. Whoredom is punished. Woman jumping from dude to dude to dude and taking 50% of everything this dude had and all that. That's not acceptable in a real patriarchy. So these women complain, the patriarchy. Man, you don't even live in a patriarchy. America is not no patriarchy at all. You got some dudes who may be leading in some type of businesses or something, but dude, ain't nobody hold women. This is the most liberated women probably ever been in the history of women can walk around literally naked. And they complain that, something happened to them if they walk around naked at nighttime. We should be able to walk around, like, dude, you bruh. So in a patriarchal construct, male nature thrives. And when male nature is not, contrary to popular belief, male nature is not to deal with this woman and deal with that woman, throw them away, cast them away. Most women, you do got dudes who do that, yeah. But in general, in a patriarchal construct, and there's rules and laws for that, you ain't supposed to just get a woman, hit her and quit her and throw her away. You know what I mean? Fornication, you know what I mean? You're actually supposed to get her and you get 4 or 5 women, all right, them 4 or 5 women is your property. You know what I mean? If she decides to leave, then that's on her. But then in a patriarchal construct, there will be shame if she decides to get up and leave the man in the family. There will be shame for that. And so women in a real actual patriarchy are fearful of the social shame that goes along with that. See, all these things all these patriarchal constructs that was for thousands of years and still even in Eastern countries, these things are still in place. Those are patriarchal constructs. This ain't no patriarchal construct here in America. This is female liberty and freedom, do as thou will completely. Now, so under a real patriarchy, where the man actually lead, a responsible type of dude, he gonna have, a wife or 2 or 10 or whatever. But they gonna be his property, they gonna all build, and they gonna be building his kingdom, and that kingdom was gonna be able to be passed down to his children and his grandchildren. And you can build. You understand? That's a real patriarchy. What you build, you can keep, and you can pass down, and it is this is your fiefdom, this is your kingdom. You understand me? You might have a black man, might have a non-black woman here in America, and she might be feminine and compliant and cool and be all into you. But that is only as long as her emotions is triggered by you. That's how long it's going to last. When she's tired of you, she'll do like the Kim Kardashian, white man, white chick, black dude, right? Women are primarily the same, bro. It's just about what they're allowed to do, bro. The reason that women is more feminine and stuff in these different countries is because they simply have to be, and they will be either ostracized by their families, which will be a big, heavy thing, and they'll be shamed. And they're traditional. You got countries that's thousands of freaking years old, dude. This American feminism poison and wine that they have these women drinking, bro, this is some new era type of end of the world joint. You know what I mean? And it's not. See, it ain't like just because a woman can say she's strong and independent, that don't really mean nothing. But when you have a legal system behind you, man, you got a legal system behind you that punishes men for actually doing what men have traditionally done, which is to what? Be the leader of a family, raise a family, protect the family, be the main provider of a family, and that's his nature. See, in a matriarchy, male's nature is punished. In a matriarchy, let's put it like this: in a patriarchy, male's nature is it thrives, which his nature is to build and to take care of those who are under him. That's what a responsible man want to do. I love you, blah, blah, blah. This is my woman, this is my women, these are my children. I love all y'all. Why would I leave? Y'all are what I am building. Y'all are my my property. Y'all are mine. I am responsible for the betterment of you people. My wives and my children and my land, and this will pass on to you. You can feel more as a man like, yo, I'm doing something and this is my responsibility to take care of what literally is mine. Not as my turn. No, not my turn, my actual property. See what I mean? We got to look at it like that. So in a patriarchal construct, the woman literally is the property of the man. His children is the property of the man, not the property of the woman in the state. And she ain't the community property of the neighborhood. If she is, she might be, let's say punished, put it like that. In a real patriarchy. So, everybody thrives in a patriarchal construct. So you got female nature, you got male nature. Male nature, even here in the cesspools of a matriarchy of America, you still got male nature want to do what? Protect and provide. You know what I mean? You don't protect, provide for nothing that you don't control that ain't your property, bro. That's how I look at it. Traditional, you know what I mean? It means that the woman is the property of the man and the children and the land, and everybody is up under his umbrella and leadership and guidance. Ain't just no protect or provide. No, all of that comes along when you under his guidance and you following instructions. But if you're in a culture that is patriarchal, then you have the legal system that's going to force this order. And if you, it's also a social culture that's going to force this order. And, you know what I mean? And whoredom will be something that's not acceptable like that. The women will be socially shamed for this. And even it's even a crime in some countries for a man to sleep with another man's wife. It is a crime in the eyes of the Most High. You ain't supposed to be messing with nobody else's property. Why? Because a woman is looked at as a man's property. So essentially, you stealing. You know what I mean? If you really, look at it, you laying with another man's property. You ain't supposed to covet anything that's your neighbor's, including his wife. So the man, and scripturally, both will be deleted, the male and the female, if, it was consensual and she didn't scream. And, they was both consenting. They will both go see God, put it like that, right? So that's a patriarchy. So what I'm saying is, I ain't saying there's no perfect patriarchy in the world. I'm just saying don't use the wording, the usage of the word traditional, dude. Let's speak about traditional. Let's go real specific and real easy. Let's make this super bottom line and easy. According to the Most High's word, according to the traditional, this is what a woman is supposed to get during marriage. Not, a Maybach, not like a $3 million house. According to the Most High's word. See, this why, how traditional? That's why I ask the question. People, traditionally men did this, traditionally men did that. Well, I'm going to put you up on game on traditionally. Traditionally, the woman only got food, number one, sex, number two, and clothes. That's it. Food, clothes, and sex. That's what the man is supposed to provide. Food, clothes, and sex. Right? Food, clothes, and sex. Not Maybach, Mercedes-Benz, 6 figures, right? See, y'all see what I mean? How technical, how traditionally technical y'all want to get with this? So when people become traditionally men pay for this. Well, traditionally women are virgins. Traditionally, women are the property of the man. Traditionally, women obey what the man say do. Traditionally. All right, come on. Like, you can't pick and choose which nuggets or pieces of traditional men you want to go by. Well, protect or provide. Women will accept a man's protection and provision because she ain't responsible to be only his property and absolute in servitude to him. See, they want to pick and choose certain things, you know what I mean? So, just something I was thinking about, man. The whole soft girl era thing. Well, I'm done. I'm gonna stay home until. So now she's been out there in the streets. It's difficult for her to pay her own bills or whatever. OnlyFans ain't making enough money, and the tricks and the simps ain't breaking her off enough. So now she want to put on the soft girl act. And like I said, man, a lot of women in other countries, they just socially and legally and in straits in such a way where they can't, where they can't do the prostitution and all the overt 304ing that the American woman does. The American woman has she got like what's a good, you know what, man? She got the super upgrade. You know, I'm gonna liken the American woman's. She got the backing of the legal system. She got the backing of the police. She got the backing of simps. She got the backing of her homegirls. She got the backing of everybody. I liken the woman in America, her superpower, like OP, her OPness. I didn't mean her OP. Ness. like in other words, her being OP, like overpowered. Some of these bras so masculine, they probably do got a, but her OP S-ness, right? It's similar to when you play a Mario video game, you get the star. Microphone drill. Her OP status, let's put it like that. Her OP status is when you like playing a Mario game. I was just playing the old Super Nintendo version of Super Mario World. It's fun. I ain't played that in years, man. But or Mario 3, you can't beat that, man. Mario 2 is dope too. I've been on this old school games and stuff. You know what I mean? Retro joints. But yeah, you can't. It's like, all right, they're untouchable. Why? Not because of anything they've done on their own. No, they're literally plugged. They have literally just acquired the star on Mario, on the video game Mario Brother, and now none can't stop them, right? Right? None can't stop them because they OP and they got the star, and that's what America, according to this white dude, he said the white man has set up a simp system. And I'm going to put this on the other side, that basically make women kind of like superstar invincible with the OP star. And this is why they walk around bragging about their body count. This is why they walk around bragging about how strong and independent they are. This is why they walk around bragging and boasting and very proud. Remember, before pride comes destruction comes pride and a haughty spirit before a fall. These women are the most proud women in the entire world. A man gotta have at least 6 figures, at least, to be with a used up chick that has treated her body like a gas station toilet. Microphone drop. She literally treated her body like a gas station toilet. And talking about men objectifying women. You objectifying yourself. Ain't nobody making you do nothing. Who's forcing this chick to do OnlyFans? Who's forcing this chick to let, double, triple digit dudes inside? Come on, man. Ain't nobody making it. She's partaking of the liberation and eating off the system that has been set up by simp dudes so that she can sit at the throne and talk about how strong she is. You are only strong. You can only boast like this because there is a simp pro-female system that strips men from power, and that gives the woman OP power. It ain't organic. It ain't her that she done fought some battles and now you go, girls. No, you haven't fought nothing. You've complained. Simp men wanting to get your vote change the game for you. Now they break the family up. They break you of your money, and you a liberated money spending idiot. And then now they got power of the children, and they got the man on pins and needles because he got to pay, again, child support or, again, alimony. All of this is systematic and legal. Legalize extortion. You pay this or else you go to jail. And then if you the dude, oh man, you just gotta have game. Like I said, game ain't just about smooth talking broads. Game is about the understanding, wisdom, plus the discipline in dealing with female. Discipline in dealing with them combined with wisdom. You can have wisdom and knowledge on these broads, but if you don't have discipline in dealing with these broads, even if she throwing at you, you know what I mean? You gotta have discipline, sit back, or she talking about marriage. Chick was talking me about marriage. No. I don't even want you living with me, you know what I mean? So let alone some marriage. Do I got fool written on the front or the side of my forehead, my dude? No. So, been there, you know what I mean? And, but it didn't end up as bad as, like that. It kind of was actually equal at the end of it, but still got the broken family, you see what I mean? So the financial joint went there, but still you got the broken family, the kids over here, the kids over there, it's a horrible situation for the children too. So let's get back to the different natures of this. So the bottom line, what a woman's supposed to be getting according to scripture is food, the duty of marriage, which is sex, and the clothes, raiment. That's what a man's supposed to provide for a female. And if she out here working and she doing whatever and she bringing it to the top and then trickle, you know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. It ain't no her money. It's her money and your money is her money. No. Nah, bruh. What she bring in comes to the king. You understand me? The head dude in charge. You know what I mean? And that's supposed to be the man in a patriarchal construct. Then it trickles down to everybody. He's the umbrella. You know what I mean? Then it trickles down, you know what I mean, to her and to, be the kids and to the other wives, and it's distributed properly. You know what I mean? To these bills and to whatever. If you got land, 10, 20 acres or whatever, you know what I mean? He the orchestrator of this. See what I mean? How it's supposed to work is everybody work together up under one man. As a family, you have your children, you know what I mean? That's patriarchy. That's a strong family. That's traditional, real, actual traditional, biblical traditional. And what she get is food, sex, and clothes. Real simple. Well, see, once you actually know the truth, it sets you free. You know what I mean? When you're thinking about, oh man, I gotta get this, I gotta get that for her, I gotta get this and that for her. You know what I mean? You read in the book of I think it's Jeremiah 9 or 10. You talk about don't let the wise man or the rich man or the mighty man glory or boast or be proud. But the one that should be proud is the one that know the Most High. So in other words, that's what make you a great man. That's what make you, quote, alpha or, quote, high value, is that you know the Most High. I was even thinking about saying, man, even if the Messiah, Yahshua, was on the earth, if Christ was on the earth right now, women probably wouldn't even look unless he was doing the miracles and feeding people. And, women love free food, you know what I mean? But if you, just walk around as a regular dude, black dude, curly hair, you know what I mean? She'd be like, who is this dude, man? How much money you got? You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. Right? They wouldn't even regard the Messiah. Now, again, you got, let me put this correct. You did have some sisters, some decent black women who was following him. You know what I mean? Who was his helpers and brought, I think Mary Magdalene and it was rich and Lazarus. It was actually, I could be incorrect on this, but I believe they was wealthy, you know what I mean? Then you had, so you have followers and stuff that was breaded, but in general, you know what I mean? I'm talking about in today's day with these proud, so those are some servile, cool chicks, you know what I mean? One woman even washed the Messiah's feet with her hair and her tears, bro. Now that's a down for you cool chick. You understand me? She bowed down, washed his feet with her hair, dude. Talk about humble. Nah, again, where them chicks at? You know what I mean? Yeah. I had a chick kiss my feet a few times, but I ain't gonna say, I ain't never had her, she washed her hair on my feet, you know what I mean? But I ain't been at that level, but the point, it's not necessary, but the point is this. The point is, on a real patriarchy, women is, looked upon as like servants, which is what they was created to be. A servant is great, man. You take a release off of the man, you cooking and cleaning, that take a burden. He ain't got to do this stuff on his own. Y'all, 2, 3 of his wives and sister wives, whatever you want to call it, y'all work together. You ain't got to pay nobody on the outside to daycare and all this. You could, you work part-time and your main job. And the beauty of it is you can buy land cheap and build and it sustain it, you know what I mean? Or rent a place or whatever. It's just a matter of the freaking cohesiveness, the small kingdom. You know what I mean? The king's the man, and then y'all as women in service, it can all grow. It can grow. That's a patriarchal construct. That's traditional. Now when you go over here, so remember, food, clothes, and raiment. Food, sex, and clothes. That's what a man is required to provide for a female. And again, if you have the women, working and they're going to do that, and they're going to really kind of provide for themselves by proxy in a way, because you go orchestrate it, and you go distribute as a man, you distribute it according to how you see fit. Now, again, if you're a simp and you think, we ain't talking about simps, we're talking about regular thinking brothers. Now, that in a patriarchy, everybody thrives. In a traditional, because all the shaming. Yeah. So that's another thing I was thinking about too. A lot of these chicks be shaming passport bros and stuff. And I ain't a passport bro, but I understand it. You know what I mean? I don't like to put labels on this and that. But I'll put it like this. They be doing these super videos, numbers of videos talking about how that passport bros, y'all just want to go overseas and get a feminine woman and who gonna do what you say do and be in shape and be and cook and clean and do wifely stuff. And it's like, dang, you speaking in a tone as though that's a bad thing. Wow. So yeah, I want an actual female. I don't actually want a masculinized version of a female-ish, kinda, called an American woman. Yeah, so it's like they shaming you for having standards, bruh. When you really look at. Then the second thing, I watched quite a few of those videos. I'm like, man, these chicks are delusional. And then they also say, who cares if you going overseas and deal with non-black women, or you going to white women or whatever? Who cares? Who cares? And I'm like, dang, your video about 5 minutes, right? You know what I mean? So you're doing a 5-minute video with such energy and vitriol and energy. And you talk about it as though you don't care, but people that don't care don't spend time talking about stuff. So with such passion, right? And so, but also I noticed that they list the things that these women do, so they know what they actually supposed to be doing. So brothers, it ain't that they don't know what a female is supposed to be doing. They know, they just don't care, and it's not required of them here. Women do what they're forced to do, bro. And what they, was society forced, was legally forced upon them, and it was kind of, culturally forced upon them. And in America, being a super ultra pass around thought is acceptable. A man having demands and having standards, I want my woman to only be with me. What? You're controlling and insecure. It's like, dang. But then when they get tired of getting ran through, right? There's different spirits and different dudes and different, DNA samples up in them and on them. They get tired of that. You know what I mean? They act like, oh, it ain't no big deal. They get tired of it, though. Whole bunch of different spirits. This dude in and out of jail, homo thug, Poogie Ray Ray, whatever. This dude, Brad, Chad, you know what I mean? He doing his thing with her. She gonna go swirl, she gonna go there. If she mess with Poogie Ray Ray, she going over there. She don't even mess with the regular square dude. He ain't relevant. Until later on when she tired of getting ran through, pounded through, back broken, right? And feeling like a dirty sponge that done soaked up a whole lot of filthy DNA material, microphone. When she get tired of that, then she wants to settle down and come to the simp who will be there in her mind to greet her with open arms. And he'll use some some Lysol, you know what I mean, and some soap and squeeze all that gunk and that filth out of her and clean her right on up and bring her right on in. And we'll make you just as good as new, boo. He'll help her clean the material out of her hair and her eyes, and he'll clean her right on up, and he'll Dr. Clyde. Well, I forgot that dude's name. He'll make her right as rain. You know what I mean? she. So now she want to do her soft girl era as opposed to getting pounded through, ran through. You know what I mean? And punched in the back of the head. You know what I mean? And throwing down a flight of stairs and DDT. And Superfly Jimmy Snuka body splash from the top ropes, you know what I mean? After she tired of that. You know what I mean? Right. So now she worn out, maybe, got a couple, baby deletions, maybe got a baby. You understand me? Now she like, you know what? It's soft girl era time. I'm tired of this. I don't want to work no more. I'm ready. You know what? I want to stay home. You know what? I want to stay home. All that is all bull crap. So that's a advertising they're advertising the simps and putting the stuff on social media. So that it's like a girl going on social media and wearing some tight clothes and just feel fat and unattractive. You already know that. You already know that's summoning simps. Let's go summon a bunch of simps. Oh girl, you don't look like the photo or like the video. Right? Like her video. And then it's gonna be a bunch of simps co-signing her. You can't beat this system if it's too overwhelming, right? It's just like, just deal with any woman who got common sense that is cool and fit your program, locally or abroad. But understand, even the chicks abroad have that's basically, they have a system in place that keep them in their place. They got a system in place over in their country that keep them in their place as feminine and stuff like that. That's really the only reason. It really, because the poison of the American, and feminism and all of that, if that's activated in a country, then that liberal 304 that she really want to be, which is within her, that seed, if ain't no punishments, it's like kid in the candy store, man. But understand that, man. Yeah, the chicks will be more feminine, it's gonna be more in shape, but at the same time, never be like, oh yeah, I'm secure now. You can't really be secure with women, bro. If Adam wasn't secure with Eve, bro, you know what I mean? And she was the best woman, you know what I mean? So these women is derivatives. So you can't never trust women, man. And I was thinking, so remember that, brothers. Food, sex, and raiment. Food, sex, and clothes. That's all a man's supposed to be providing for a female. You know what I mean? And really, that, like I said, she working a job, she kicking in, and then she gonna kick it up to you. You distribute it, you know what I mean? If you got one woman, two women, you know what I mean? That's basic, bro. And you ain't gotta have no super great house. Now, in order to deal with ultra diluted thoughts like here in America, they wear men out with all these super duper ultra high standards that didn't exist. See, the only reason a woman in Thailand or Brazil or Philippines higher quality, I say, women, because they socially forced. It ain't no difference. I said a woman, just like a woman, like look at this is black woman. I was watching a video when she went to Japan. She was talking about how she was getting dissed by black men. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and so now the social culture of Japan humbled that broad. The social culture of Japan kept her in check. The reason those women in Japan is the way that they are is because it's a different matrix. It's a different social culture. It's a different set of laws, rules, and regulations that they must abide to in order to fit into that social culture. Most of these foreign women ain't looking to come to America. You understand me? I can't speak for all of them, but there are some because they want a lifestyle upgrade and they want to be liberated thoughts and they want to be free too. But, you know, a lot of women do not want to come to America. So in order to stay in their own country and be acceptable socially and stuff, women care a whole lot about social acceptance, all of this. This is why I do with status is attractive to them, right? So in order to thrive in their social culture, they have to bow down. This is why I say women pretty much cater to whatever the culture allows them to do, bro. So the BAW goes over to Japan. She had her eyes all big and bulgy. It's kind of weird, man. It's like kind of like that's what I think a lot of Japanese women like to have, big eyes and stuff, like in the anime and stuff, you know. But this is kind of how she was kind of carrying herself. It seemed like why are your eyes all big and wide? Like they're all weird. But she, you know, opened her big, fat, assertive, aggressive mouth talking about how black men is treating her bad and basically getting treated like kings and stuff in Japan, but yet they won't give a sister no like friendship or nothing, and all that kind of stuff. So my point is, the culture is going to elevate one female. You know what I mean? So it's just all about matrices, man. It's all about social cultures and powers. In the Japanese culture, people know about Black American women. You know what I mean? They know about all of the, I mean, you can't mistake it. So now they don't want to be seen with that. They might run around, you know, roll around on the floor with it a few times or something like that because, you know, the BAW body look good and stuff. But, you know, other than that, they got to keep an image up, man. They don't want to bring this home, man. The brother in America don't even want to bring that home. You know? Well, I can't say it. He got a bunch of simps. He'll bring anything home, man. Now, I just thought about it. But I'm talking about us, me and you, type of men like we are. But yeah, I just thought about a lot of black men simps, man. They got a lot of low standards, man. Socialized to have like the lowest standards, man. She could be fat, loud, have kids. Brothers take a lot of abuse, man. So she was complaining that the black men in Japan wasn't giving her no love or like really paying attention. They was like, all right, how you doing? A short, little quick conversation. But then, you know, she was talking about they was teasing her or whatever. You know what I mean? So now in America, she's a queen goddess. She could do whatever she want to do. Same thing, bro. Secondary example is when that chick, the sassy chick, trucker chick, went to Dubai with all that rhetoric and that loud, strong, independent BAW. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. Da. Bro, got locked up for some months, right? It was like, what, 3-4 months? So she locked up, did a little bid over there for being disrespectful and running her mouth. As I understand from her ex-friends, she was in Puerto Rico. As I understand from the video and the comments and all that stuff, comment section, it was talking about how she was degenerate and violent stuff in Puerto Rico with her friend, what used to be her friend. So this ain't this is a dainty, nice, feminine black American woman who's just minding her own business. And all of a sudden, this mean clerk, and she barely raised her voice, and this Arab dude, right, you know, picked her up and no, it wasn't. Come on, bro. She's called the sassy trucker, bro, for a reason. Yeah, a good-looking piece of meat, sure. 304 is supposed to look good. But that's you know, certain cultures you plug into American culture, you can do absolutely anything you want to do as a woman. And women in their own country will have to be reserved, have to wear more feminine clothes, and have to do this and that. And I'm not saying that every woman want to come to America. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I think that if they come, it just depends on a woman, bro. If they can come to America and, you know what I mean, and be, it depends on their mind state. If they want to be liberated and they want to rebel, there ain't nowhere else better to do that than America. Ain't no standards on you. You could be fat, you could be ugly. This is why, you know, I watch somebody, it's just like she's empowered with the Super Mario Brothers star, man. The invincibility star, bro. And this brings me to a quick subject. I was thinking about something. Now I'm talking about the invincibility star. I was thinking about breakups. And maybe I want to combine this. I'm going to just combine it in this video. I don't think I'm going to take that long with this. I was thinking, because it goes into the social structure and all of this, because we're talking about why you got such high divorce rates and breakup rates with the women just hypergamy, you know, with their hypergamy mind state, trade this dude, go to the next dude, trade that dude, oh, I'm tired, I'm bored. When women is, you know, socially and legally forced, when I say forced, I mean, it's not even, it's just the way it's supposed to be. The woman ain't supposed to have these extra tools. It's like tools in a toolbox by which, like, okay, if she want to be with this dude, it's like, it's kind of like, dang, man, they got the super ultra hookup. They systematically OP'd. You know what I mean? You understand? All right, so let's look. You got a toolbox. You got your hammer. You got your nails. You got your screw. You got your wrench. You got your pliers. You got your drill. You know what I mean? Everything you pretty much need. Your measuring tape. You know what I mean? You got your great tape. You got to have great tape. You know what I mean? But you got everything. So, like, in an American society, the woman has an OP tool chest. And those tool chests, many of them are men. Simps. She got a simp to come over, the screwdriver, to come over here and screw her, right? Then she got another, another dude, she needs something fixed around the house. He's the hammer. Then she got another dude who's an emotional tampon and fix her emotional problems, a gray tape. She got another dude to take her out on dates, you know what I mean, nail. You know what I mean? She got different tools in the tool chest, different simps to pay her bills. This is like I said before, man, America is a woman's heaven and it's hell for men. So in America, female nature is, which is that of a hypergamous 304, what is unchained, unchecked female nature, is going to that's what America is. Unchecked and unchained female nature, bro. See, this is what I was thinking, man. Neither unchecked or unchained male or female nature should be allowed to do whatever the heck they want to do. This is why you got the laws of the Most High. Don't covet and don't desire your neighbor's wife. That's a law so that the man will be going around sniffing like a dog. We ain't animals. We ain't dogs. We're human beings. You know what I mean? And females ain't supposed to be female dogs. Yeah, right? They ain't supposed to be just sniffing and getting pounded by any random dog that come through and sniff her butt, right? And show her interest. But they do. This is America. Female nature unchecked and unchained. Right at your doorstep. But neither female nor male nature should be unchecked and unchained. There should be punishments. You know what I mean? If the man, steal from his neighbor, there should be punishments. If a man plotting and scheming to grab and spin game to another man's husband, another man's wife, that's her husband. He should be punished. It should be social punishments in place to keep both male and females in check. It's just that when female nature, I can't say whose nature. Both. The balance of the Most High is superior. So unchecked male nature, it will be like kind of like barbaric. That will be toxic femininity, and you got the toxic version of masculinity, where you got barbarous roving gangs, motorcycle gangs going from town to town, and what was them dudes? A Viking? I can't even say the Vikings because that's what's promote it is that they was, I don't know what the Vikings actually was. But I would just say barbarian type of people going, kind of like when SHTF happens, you watch those kind of movies. On the movie The Road, you got these barbarous men going from place to place, robbing and stealing and pillaging and raping. And these, that's a version of toxic masculinity. I will give you that. Then you have the version of toxic femininity, which is running rampant in America as you see it. But it's called being liberated and free. See, in a matriarchal shit society like America, the toxic femininity or toxic female nature, put it like that. Femininity is great, but toxic female nature is running rampant. Women walking around basically and literally naked. Women walking around baby deletions, sending children to go see God. Women walking around spreading diseases. Women are walking around, naked at night. Literally. Women walking around jumping from dude to dude. Married chicks doing this stuff. And putting cases on dudes. Women walking around with false allegations and cases on dudes, ruining guys' lives. Dude's in jail, and then he lost his job. Oh, she come out, well, maybe it didn't happen. Maybe I was in my emotions. Well, he already lost his job. They're not going to bring him back. This is toxic female nature. So neither toxic male nature, neither toxic female nature should be allowed to thrive. But in America, it's just that way. It's just so. So, I think that, what was my point? Remember, man, food, sex, and raiment. Food, sex, and clothes. That's all she's supposed to be getting. But yeah, man, it got to be laws and rules and regulations to keep, we talking about the females right now, it's to keep her nature in check, man, because her nature destroys families, man. And it's crazy because both of the female nature, she want to grab the most toxic dude possible. In and out of jail, biker, murderer, maybe I shouldn't, deleter, she want the most horrible dude. I was watching The Wizard of Oz. The one that said the Great Oz or whatever. It was a scene, and I was watching this scene, and it said, he was talking about, I'm not a real wizard. He said, I'm a con man, I'm a musician, I'm a liar, I'm a thief, or something like that. And the more everything he mentioned that was bad, the more she perked up and breathed and panting and huffing and all the glazing and looking in his eyes. I mean, that's just of course, a symbology and just a show, a movie. But it shows you how that women gravitate to the worst common denominator. So the laws is written to keep, I'll put it like this, animalistic nature of males and females in check. You ain't supposed to be laying with your brother, your brother's wife. You ain't supposed to be laying male with male, female with female. Specific things, man. Not mankind with beast kind, animals and stuff. Simple stuff. Without these laws and regulations, people know it's wrong, but you know what I mean? If they ain't told what is right and wrong, you know what I mean? Just like I'm telling you right now, a man's supposed to provide food, sex, and clothes for a woman. All this other stuff is extra, bro. Y'all see what I mean? If in clothes, you ain't got to buy them that often. It's according to how the man want to do it. That's what I'm saying. But in this culture, man, that's what I'm saying. In this culture, man, she want you to buy this, she want you to buy that. She got to do a toolbox full of simps. Man, bro, man, it's difficult to keep a wife only into you. Well, you just got to have your game tight. But yeah, man, but it's still the game, the streets keep calling her. And then I forgot about the tool of social media is in her toolbox, bro. It's so many, which expands her toolbox. Now she got, a drill and a drill with this kind of drill bit. And she got a hacksaw, and she got all kind of tools in the toolbox that she didn't have before. Social media, Now she got international simps, you know what I mean, flying around. You up here working a 9 to 5, you can't compete with this. You know what I mean? With a chick that's gonna be flying out here. It's like, and she like, well, I got these options. So a woman primarily, especially in the matriarchy, is only as faithful as her options. And in the matriarchy, like America, a woman who, a woman who's very unattractive has a bunch of options, man. So it's the Twilight Zone, bro. So you can't. It just I get offended when people. So I just want to do this video because people talking about traditionally men do this, traditionally men do that, and men supposed to take care of this and take care of that. Well, traditionally, the woman didn't have such a big say. So traditionally, she didn't have a big body count. Traditionally, she didn't have kids by other dudes. Traditionally, she was a virgin. Traditionally, she followed instructions. So traditionally, she knew how to cook, clean, shut the heck up. Traditionally, she was family oriented. Traditionally, she followed instructions. So how traditionally you want to go with this? But no, we ain't gonna mention the stuff traditionally that women did. No. That's oppressive. That's male, the tax masculinity, right? Nah. We only gonna talk about what benefit us in our fun script in this movie that we want to play. So that's something I was thinking about, man. And then she get ready to play soft girl air. And so one of the tools, I'm gonna close out this, and when I'm done, talking about the so I wanted to get done with this part, and then I'll be pretty much done with the video. The breakups is made cushy and soft because she has a support system. And I want to talk about the divorces and stuff, and all of the breakups and all this kind of stuff because you have a culture where zero is required of her. She got, I know a chick that's ugly, but she got simps. This simps, somebody to help her. And it's just like, man, it's crazy, man. You're like a chick that I used to be like, man, you ugly, you know what I mean? Now, bro, they got like options, man. They got a tool. It ain't as big as a pretty girl toolbox, but she got a toolbox, simps. And so she even break up with her dude. I seen what was this? It was a while back. I seen a video of this unattractive white chick who had dumped her dude, I think her husband or something. And she got scammed by this dude who was acting like a movie star, like one of the C or B grade movie stars or whatever. But she was a fan of that particular dude. I don't know how they linked up, but he ended up telling her that he needed money and this, and she ended up sending him like $10,000. $10,000. But when you look at the picture of her, it's like, man, this chick is like a weak 3. You know what I mean? She about a strong 3. She was a 3. You know, a strong or weak. I don't know. She was. I'll put her at a strong 3 and a weak 4. All right, man. So she dumped her. I think it was her husband, so that she could be with this celebrity dude. Man, it was a funny video because she ended up something happened and it wasn't really the celebrity actually guy. It was a guy she had never met. He even met the guy. He was like, no, I can't. You know, I gotta be careful about who I'm being seen with, kind of thing. You know, man, I can't be. My image is important. Blah blah blah. And I don't want to, people to know I'm still with my ex-girlfriend, but at the same time, I mean, what do you say? We broke up, but we still, for appearances' sake, we got to seem like we still together. So we doing appearances and stuff like that together, blah, blah, blah. So he gave her all this pimping, and she sent her dude over the period of like, I don't know, a year or something, like $10,000. Broke up with her husband for a dream, you know what I mean? But my point is that you even got chicks like that, look, that's 3s and 4s, man. And they can lead a dude flip to another dude. And it's all, but man, it didn't even talk about this culture stuff, man, for a while. Because I said in one of my previous videos, America mass produces thoughts and simps. It's a mass thought and simp production facility. And it mass produces simps, man, So these are the simps represent her toolbox, man. All these dudes that are readily available for her use, man. You need a ratchet, chin chin, chin chin, chin chin. You got it. You need a pair of pliers, hold something tight while you ratchet. Good, you good. You need to tighten up something. You need a drill. She needs somebody to screw, right? She need a screwdriver. She need to be driven through. There you go. And whatever she needs right there. So when you come to the specific with the breakups, I was thinking about how gut-wrenching a lot of times. And so, I don't know, man, I was thinking about the brothers, and you might have been going through some kind of breakup, something like that. I don't know. Point is, hold strong, man. Because a lot of times in breakups, it'd be devastating to a man in America. But for a woman, she could just flip to another dude. She don't have to compete. It's already male orbiting flies hovering around a pile of boo-boo. You know what I mean? In other words, she got a whole bunch of male orbiters hovering around her. You know what I mean? For y'all that seen that photo I put in the community section. But they be hovering already. And as a man, you try to get out of here. Shoot, fly, shoot. But it's, she giving off the vibes, you know what I mean, for these male orbiters to hover around. She ain't showing them, you know what I mean? So with breakups, man, she got a cushy support system. Simps, her homegirls go co-sign her. She don't never have to. So like a man in America, even if his woman is average or below average, a lot of times, this is her average dude. He be feeling like he got to hold on to this chick for very dear life. And when, she when she knows that she can get rid of you and just jump to another dude, it's like it's zero. It's kind of like, man, it's kind of unimaginable for a man in this construct in this country, because you know what I mean, you had to build something. You know what I mean? For some dudes, they might get a wife or a girlfriend, and if they lose that girlfriend or wife, they might not even get another one for a long period of time. You know what I mean? And that was kind of like the best he could do. You know what I mean? She's a 5, 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean? And, 5, average chick. You know what I mean? But with her in this system, with all these super ultra thirsty dudes, and plus social media, she's never forced to look into the mirror. She's never forced to really go through bad times. And if her emotions, she feel emotional about leaving a dude, no problem. Her girlfriends, single girlfriends, simps, will all jump and comfort her. There'll be a cushy, soft support system, right? She never, but a man, that's what I was thinking about her, what was it? The high rate of self-deletion among men, I read that. That's not funny at all. That's very, and I've seen these videos of these women, joking about this. It was a very heartless, to say these things. I'm like, gosh. But they sit from the seat of never having to be alone. They sit, you know what I mean? You sit, like I said, they got the OP star from Mario Brothers, bro. And a lot of times they know that even when they in a relationship, there's other dudes out. Because the other dudes is putting in a bid, and they like, yo, I could do this for you. Why you with him? You know what I mean? You can have whatever you like. All that symmetry. So, and that's why she with the dude. So she walked with the arrogance of the system and the OP star, knowing that everything she linked in simply by being a female, bro. So a lot of times a man during a breakup, if things don't work up, he got to go through a dark space of time, man. He got to go through just an average dude. I ain't talking about a rich dude, but an average dude, man. Because a rich dude, he gonna still has a good looking bras throwing it at him. He can just grab a good looking chick, put a photo on Instagram or whatever, or be seen in public, and he's moved on. It'll be a big story, and that kind of stuff. He can move on quick. His money can be his pillow and his cushion. But a lot of times when it comes to the regular average dude, man, he ain't really got no cushion. A lot of times she gonna separate the dude from his friends, separated the dude from his family, turned his people against him. You know what I mean? Oh, he was abusive. I made it by the chin of the hair of my chinny chin, and he was abusive, and he was it's the same two words. Abusive, and he was controlling. I tried to make it. And all of your co-signing sisters, cousins, aunties, and maybe your mother, you understand me, will be on her side because they don't like you anyways. If you're a masculine man in America, a lot of people don't like you, man. We like you, you know what I mean, as a brother, but you know what I mean, it ain't built for you, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, you know, so the support, this is why I think that male spaces, real talk, is important when it comes to talking about these kind of things. A lot of brothers don't have nobody literally to talk to, you know what I mean? So you never know. Hopefully these videos are empowering you brothers, man. I know, you know, helped me through some dark times, man, in my life, man. And so my goal is just to be a help and a blessing to the following, you know, the brotherhood, man, and stuff. But yeah, man, them breakups, man, she got a soft, cushy landing. She never missed a step. She don't miss a beat. Because why? The dude that was hitting her at a job, and, you know what I mean, and orbiting her at the job, you know what I mean? Now she, you know, it's just immediate suitors, you know what I mean? Immediate dudes that's just right there all the time trying to get at her. The best thing I would say for a man, if your woman leaves, don't ever call her. Don't ever reach out to her. Even see how she doing. Go about your own business. You understand me? Cry your tears, but don't be crying in front of her. Don't ever call her and tell her, oh, I missed you. Don't do any of that. You understand me? I ain't never do none of that. You understand me? So my one of my exes, she always, just go. Man, she called me the other week or whatever, and this and that, and starting a conversation. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, all right, yeah, okay, right, cool. I'm social, cordial, and all that, but you know what I mean. You know, there ain't no rekindling nothing here. You understand me? I become a stronger man. You know what I mean, through the experience. But I just want to tell you, brothers, man, don't never chase these bruds. You know what I mean? Do your own thing, focus on your own goals, become a better version of yourself, become powerful, more so spiritually and mentally, and build up your physical body. You know what I'm saying? Do a few push-ups, do some therapy is what listening to some of these good videos of some good YouTube creators. And number one would be, you know, read the scriptures, you know what I mean, and pray. Number two would be, you know, some YouTube videos. But really, man, going for walks, all this stuff is to build your spirit, build your power, man, you know what I mean? Because if you got a woman and then you go from this your girlfriend or wife, whatever, and you really actually care about it, maybe even you got kids by it, and now you're going to have to go through a dark period of your time or a silent, quiet period of your time, of your life, where you ain't got the noise of the girlfriend or wife. You ain't got the noise of the children all around. It's interference, you know what I mean, from you really. A lot of times that's noise and interference from you really focusing on you as a person, you know what I mean? You focus on the family, you know what I mean? But now you ain't got no family, you got to go through this dark space, you know what I mean? And you ain't going to likely have no support system as a man, black man, more specifically in America. You ain't, who really for you, you know what I mean? Like, who is it? Sister Shahrazad Ali said, his mama don't even, what she said, his mama hate him. And we say his girlfriend, everybody hate the black man. You know, the white man hate him, the system hate him, his own girlfriend and wife hate him, and even his mama hate him, you know. So we really look at the black man, it's true, you know, I don't agree with everything she's saying, but it's pretty true. Black man don't really have a lot of allies here in this country. So, but you gotta, hey, like I tell you, man, use this platform here, you know what I mean, and talk to the brothers, and if you ever need help. One brother told me, man, my video helped him to not, you know, to help him from ever committing suicide, man, or deleting himself, should say it like that. And that was like a while ago, and I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I had the opportunity to be a tool in his personal development toolbox to help build the dude up so that he would not do such a horrible thing to himself. But life get hard, man. You know, life is you never know who life you helping, man. And I really endeavor to help brothers in this, man. It help myself too. It is therapeutic to vent and stuff too. But I've learned a lot of things in life, and I think as an older brother, I can benefit the younger and the older brothers, man, and brothers my own age too, man. But I think that breakup thing, man, that really put men in a bind because this is America. There ain't a whole bunch of good looking feminine chicks running after your average dude. Your chunky and fat chick believes you deserve somebody, you know what I mean, making six figures, you know what I mean? So if you a regular dude, you ain't making six figures, you ain't 6 feet tall, 6'6", right? You know what I mean? You ain't got a six pack and you ain't got 6 inches below the waist, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? So you don't fit her whatchamacallit. And that whole thing, that rhetoric is something that's promoted to her. You see what I mean? This is all trash. It's like how can it's so you can talk about this stuff so much, man. Especially like the divorce stuff and the females hypergamy and jumping from dude to dude and breaking up relationships and leaving their boyfriends and stuff. I got a chick that like me, but she got a boyfriend. You know what I mean? It's like, dang, but she has no fear. But he be looking at me like sideways, like, man, you know, I don't like you. But I put the respect on him to not even flirt with his woman or nothing like that. Even though she be doing, but she a flirtatious, outgoing chick. You know what I mean? And so it'd be difficult. So, but dudes can feel, you know, we know when some, you know, our woman is out of pocket, you know what I mean? But instead of checking her, which he can't do, because she always walking in front of him, and she let it be known kind of like who's boss, you know what I mean? So he kind of in a bind in a way. He's simping for being there, really. So it's messed up, man. So she know that she could always flip to another dude, good looking bride. But but it's messed up, man. Even if a dude got a woman, he gotta be knowing that she probably gonna leave and deal with another dude, and he can't be all into her. So a lot of dudes be still liking her and stuff and hold on to her, but she trying to hold on to the next branch that she trying to monkey branch too. But it gotta be 6 inches or large, yeah. But that's what man, I'm telling you, bro, this setup is trash, man. It can't last, bro. I mean, it make weak men, it make weak even when we look at men that a lot of the men here in America ain't even capable of being in the military. Even scripture tell you that he gonna make Egypt's or Babylon's men is gonna be as women, and they're gonna be refusing to fight. And dude, dang near if that ain't what happened. You got men who can't even fight in the military now because some of them is acting like literal women, and they done they identify as a woman today, and tomorrow they might identify as a basketball or football. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Just depending on, they might identify as a checkers game. You know what I mean? Or a Whopper hamburger. I don't know. It might identify as a dog tomorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah. All this confusion, bro. It's not sustainable, bro. And America's looking astronomically weak. And that's why I say, man, endure to the end, brothers. Be strong. And remember, man, you ain't no high value man predicated only on if you got muscles, only if you got money. That's all what a female wants you to have. You got to look in a mirror and look up. See, when you, it just came to me. Oh, thank you, Most High. So check this out. Identity, right? Identity, who you are as a man. So who you are as a man, where you get your definition of who you are as a man. high value man, that's a whole catchphrase and key term, catchphrase, everybody. High value man, it's always a monetary thing. You see what I mean? So if you want to know if you want to know what a high value man is, I don't like using that term because it's so ill applied. But if you're a man, you a top dude. You know what I mean? You gold. Forget all these terms and all this bull crap. You a gold man. You don't get no better than gold. If you want to be a golden man in the midst of dirt, the top dudes is the man of the Most High Yah. That's who the top dudes are in the world. And if you, let's put it like this. You had many men of the Most High. You had Jeremiah, you had Isaiah, you had different prophets, and even the Messiah, that by looking at them according to the world standards, so let me make this simple. In order to get your real identity of what you're supposed to be looking at, how you're supposed to measure yourself, you need to look up to the Most High, then look within. You see what I mean? Look up to what he say and say, all right, yeah, do I measure up to his standards as a gold man? Not no high value, nah. Because that's a general term that you can flip this way or flip that way. Some women view, because it's all predicated upon what a woman view you as. See what I mean? And I know sexual marketplace value, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. So, but you got to look at it like this. If you view yourself as gold, the woman going to have no choice but to view you and respect you. If you respect yourself, she going to have no question. Whether she like you or want to deal with you, it don't really matter. It's not about her anyway. It's about your respect. You know what I mean? So, and I'm all for it, earning as much money as you can so you can get, me, $100,000 right now, I wouldn't be around these savages. I figure out a way to make money remotely and, I mean, I don't care about, but I do understand the lower layer of looking down and seeing what the female, it's like 3 layers. I just had this kind of like visual. A real man of gold, a gold man, the top dude got to look up to the Most High and get his definition for himself. So he look up, then look down within himself. But if he be, this got so many parallels too. But if he be overly concerned with the acquisition and the pleasing of females, he has to look down to the female, then look back up to himself. Microphone. So where are you getting your definition from? Closer to your feet or above your head? Dude, I know y'all get what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is people define it on high value. But yeah, like I said, money don't equal gain. So if you got money and I gotta get this woman. It's like, what is you chasing? If you're gonna chase the Most High and excellence and being pure gold, you got to get your instructions and your definition of what a man is from above. Now, if you're chasing after women, you got to lower your standards and get your definition down there where the female is, and you got to go down there to that level in order that, you can make her happy. You got to make her happy. If that, see what I mean? It depends on where your goals is, where your passion is. You passionate about being the best version of yourself, you look up. So like I said, back to a lot of the men in the Most High, by the world standards, looking down to get those standards, and then, going down to that level, they had to have a 6 figure, they had to be this, they got to be that. They got to have swag, they got to have tattoos, they got to have a record, they got to have a felony, they got to be in and out of jail, they got to be super tough, they got to be quick, quick tempered, ready to fight, ready to, delete somebody. You know what I mean? All these things that are erratic and bad, these will get you women. Like I said, I ain't talking about all women, of course, but in general, because what she's talking about is all things of the world, of the earth. So you have to look down lower your standards to go down to where, you know what I mean, what she want. But be a real man. Who created man? That's where you get your definition from, the creator. You got to look up. So, in conclusion, hey, man, I don't want to make this too long like this, but at the same time, this is content filled, bro. You share this and like the video, brothers. This is content filled. Power filled. But yeah, so you got men of the Most High, man, that would say that the world was not worthy of these men. Yeah, Paul, Saul, you know what I mean, different men. David, he had to run for his life. People trying to delete him, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And so the triumphant of the wicked is only for a moment, bro. So what I'm saying is, the ways of this world, I'm waiting for the day that this setup is removed where it make basically the setup of feminism and Babylonianism is removed from existence. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, man, enough is enough. Enough of people identifying as a basketball rim or a fire hydrant or a vacuum cleaner. You know what I mean? Or a male or a female or a dog. Like, dude, you can't just identify. This is all confusion. This is babble. So that's just something I was thinking about. I had that little visualization, man. But brothers, stay strong, man. In the dark times, man. And beware of this whole soft girl era, which is a response probably to passport bros and dudes want to go, oh, we're a soft girl. But the whole thing is about manipulation. And see, that's another thing with like foreign chicks. Women are women are women are women, man. You know what I mean? It's just that the foreign chicks, they gotta compete against other women for the men. Even the local dudes in their own countries, they gotta compete for those dudes too. So they're gonna be competing for foreign. They compete over the dudes in their own country. These women look good, bro, and they have to compete against other women who look real good. Then the dude be regular looking dudes, bro. And they don't have as much money as the American dudes. These women in competition mode, bro. Because there ain't no system that feeds them and clothes them, you know what I mean, and gives them the rhetoric of being strong and independent. You know what I mean? And where they can have a kid by any dude, come in, cash out, get money from the system. They ain't got all that like that. So therefore, they're going to be in pocket. They're going to be in line with what women's supposed to be and what they've been for thousands of years, which would be competitive over men. Even regular men. Not just no super high earning dude. So just something I was thinking about. I don't see that ever being the case here in America where you gonna have women respecting regular dudes, man. It's gonna have to be a whole lot of like what they talk about the purge and all that, man. Other than that, I don't see. Cause women you gotta have force that make people do stuff, man. It ain't nothing to force these women to be feminine, like say the Philippine women and Brazilian women, they got to compete over men. Nothing to force these women to compete, bro. And so therefore you have a bunch of non-competitive, easy life having, loud, violent women who are really, really a lot of them delusional, a lot of them insane, bro. But they living in their own la-la land bubble. But when the collapse occurs, it's going to bust the bubble. Then that's going to be super interesting and weird. You're going to have so many women flipping. And, what? Feminism? Huh? What? What? No. What? Then what does scripture say? They'll eat their own bread and wear their own clothes. Remember, food, clothes, and sex. Scripture say when a day is going to come when it's going to be 7 women running after one man, saying they going to eat their own food. They don't care. They're going to don't care nothing about no Cheesecake Factory there. They're going to eat their own food. That's got to be a meme by now. They entitled Cheesecake Factory reject chick. Fat, chunky chick. She wasn't fat, but she was fat. They're going to eat their own food and wear their own clothes. They gonna say, only let us be called by your name. Or only let me get with you. Let me holler. Can I be with you? Dude, that's what's gonna happen. So let it be written, so let it be done. So that's something I was thinking about, man. Hopefully you found this video super duper OP star Super Mario Brothers empowering, you know what I mean? Hopefully you found this video empowering. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, absolutely go ahead and do so. I will not stop you. You can use the Cash App in the description. Like, share, and subscribe, brothers. I wish you well. If you want to email me, go ahead and do so. I think I covered everything, brothers. Anyways, brothers, stay strong. Peace.